Yeah, hi. Uh, so welcome to my newsletter, and also this is my very first podcast. So I appreciate you being here, so we can talk about very interesting topics. And do subscribe if it didn't interest you. Also, I'm just starting out in the podcast world. I have been writing since long, but this is my very first podcast. So So this week I would like to talk about anxiety around COVID-19 as it's impacting our day-to-day schedule and making us more stressed. People next to us when more anxious about it, they talk about it every now and then throughout the day, either looking at the numbers or the latest news, and they never complete the circle. So every article they read will just spin them in circles overthinking about it. So we get impacted not just by our own anxiety and overthinking, but it by others as well. So even other people can also impact you to get it more stressed even when you are not thinking about it. So overthinking is just a toxic in a nature as it uses one's mental energy and dries not just us but others as well, feeling more stressed and depressed. So I was just thinking about, can we just make a simple changes in our lifestyle in order to take action against this vicious cycle and get this overthinking stopped, right? So the very first thing which comes to our mind is like just stop checking the news. Yeah, period. So it's a more simpler way to say just stop checking the news. So many are just starting their day nowadays by looking into their news app very first thing in the morning, right? So first thought for the day itself is about the latest news about coronavirus. Every break they take in between the day is again about the same topic. So this list includes any social networking apps or text apps as well, where one gets news delivered. So I'm not just talking about you clicking on the news apps and specifically reading about it. You can launch to Facebook, being on Twitter or on your WhatsApp messages. So just stop any means of communication and ignore them fully. So you can just schedule some time later in a day for a few minutes to check about your social networking activities. That's enough for you, right? So even you get some messages related to COVID-19, some links. See, unless you're not a frontline worker, it's up to you. Just know the information. Be safe in the place where you are. So the next thing is as a morning. So we have to make sure that our morning starts differently, right? So you can just get into engaging exercise. So exercise is our best investment towards our mental and the physical health. So let me explain why I'm saying engaging exercise, not just exercise here, right? So if you're just walking on a treadmill or a regular pathway, known which is known to your senses fully, then it will just leave open space for the mind to overthink about the anything other than the exercising itself. So choose your exercise to make sure you're engaged in it while doing it. Maybe do a high intensity run with 2 minutes interval break, take a different route for a walk, or hike uphill, which is very much new to you. So, being engaged in it will allow your mind to relax and focus on exercising. Right? So as we start our day, we have changed our morning ritual. Then it's the next thing is we have to start our work day, right? So it doesn't matter whether you're working from home or you are just home taking care of your kids and all that, but doesn't matter, work is work, however it is. So you need to experiment your day schedule for sure. So and one thing is when I talk about your entire workday schedule while working from home, uh, many things around us can distract us. So very first thing I would say is to keep a schedule of a things which you'd like to do it on a calendar. So I'm not saying you post it on your office calendar. Maybe utilize your own phone, uh, like Apple Calendar or Google Calendar. What are the regular calendar which you, by default calendar on your mobile app? right? So schedule every hour by hour, 2 hours, or anything like. So make sure that you have a schedule. So that schedule will actually help you to make sure that you are on the right timeline. You're not distracting yourself. At the same time, try to if you already have it, that's fine. Just try to experiment it, like doing in a different order. All right. So if you already have a schedule, I guess you know much better than anyone else how to figure it out. But if you don't have a schedule, but definitely get a schedule of the list of activities you plan to do. So, however the small tasks per day they are, have them on your schedule and check them off. So, if you spend time without a schedule, there is more reason to overthink, to be stressed, right? If you say, for all, I don't schedule my time, saying that today morning, first 1 hour, I want to go through my Microsoft Learn website and try to learn something, or else I have to attend my some office calls. So if I can break it down in hour by hour, it's very easier for me to spend my day. But if at all I simply don't plan at all, I may ending up like scrolling through Instagram posts or watching something on YouTube or a video after another, right? So it's important so that even however smaller those tasks per day are, make sure that you have them on schedule and check them off. And also small tasks, I would say just talk about those smaller tasks, right? It's why I'm saying even the smaller like 15 minutes work should be on your schedule. Sometimes what happens is you just want to make a call to your mom, right? So you think, okay, I'll make a call today, but it will helpful if at all you just keep it on your calendar specific time, like say morning in the 8:15 a.m. You want to quickly connect for 15 minutes. But if you don't keep it on your schedule, you're always like, oh, okay, I should do morning this thing, then 9 o'clock I have office meeting, then stand up calls. So you keep on delaying, but the thought will keep on in your mind that okay, you want to make that call. So that's going to bug you a lot. So rather than that, make sure schedule it, get it done, right? So if you spend time without schedule, there's a more reason to overthink, to get stressed. So get it out of the way as open tasks. Without a schedule, stresses one more. So accomplish them always. So talking about work day, so I guess hope you are all embracing this new work from home. So work from home was there since a long, but this is definitely pushing us a lot more than what we have being at home. So so try to have as much as fun, and also try as much as you can schedule your work that much good during the work day for you. That so we're talking about the work scheduling and all this thing, but the most important thing is it doesn't matter whether it's your morning up schedule or it's a day schedule, entire work schedule, or in the evening. I would say just slow down. So take some breaks actually. So doesn't matter what type of work you are doing, if you can take every 45 minutes some break, so that's going to help you a lot. So there is saying, like I read it somewhere, like move your body to move your mind, right? So we all are aware of moving. So we are being reminded at work, at home so many times that you should sit in certain posture, you should not sit for long hours, you should not stare at the monitor for 4 hours, but it's just being overlooked. So this allows us more room to get stressed. So now it's must for you to take the breaks in your schedule. So so, so being slowed down and just get slowed down. I would say so. I would say either so what exactly you're going to do in that break? I would say even you're doing nothing in your break. That's also is fine. So when I say nothing, literally I mean nothing. So that is also fine. You're just chilling out, or else just take a walk around or sit in a balcony or just stare a wall as well. But make sure you just get up from your workstation, move around your different room, chat with your kids, or say hi to your wife, or if you are, or say to hi to your roommates, whatever. So who are like just roam around the home. So just connect with others and take a 5 minutes to 10 minutes break for sure in your 45 minutes to 1 hour schedule. So do move your body, so to make sure you move your mind, so it can get relaxed at these multiple intervals of your schedule. So you can come back to your schedule with much more energetic mind post every break you take. So next thing is, so we talked about, not very first thing we talked about, stop looking at the news, but yeah, I know it's always there on your mind. So now we'll talk about your scheduled worrying. So why is this scheduled worrying is, yeah, you do want to know what's going on in the world out there, uh, but so I'm saying, why not you schedule some time actually. So any negative thoughts comes to your mind during the day, if you cannot ignore them, then just take a note of them. So schedule some time on your calendar for all such thoughts to worry about it later. So you can check your news or any negative thought which was concerned to you and act upon it during that time. All right. So scheduled worrying, or like take a like take a 15 minutes of a break for a day and just look into your, say if you want to look into your coronavirus number in your region, see what's going on. Is there any additional precautions you need to follow? So anything which is going to stress you, like people who are in the investment, like say if they're just stressed about how the markets are going down, their shares are going down and up. So just schedule some time so you can just have a look at it rather than thinking about throughout the day. Okay? So the last one which I would like to say is end of day rituals. So we talked about starting our day, or we talked about workday schedule, experimenting it, right? Worrying a little bit later, taking some breaks. So now is like end of the day rituals. Very first thing is stop walking. As you reach your 5 p.m. or 6 p.m., what are your work schedule is? Get out of your workstation. Don't see that workstation till next day morning. As you're working from home, it's very important that you need to connect with your family members. Don't simply do meetings all the day. Do connect with the people next to you. It's very important than ever, right? So do schedule an evening thing which interests you actually. Like maybe it's like reading a book, or you want to go on a long walk for 45 minutes. I would say in this time go to, actually I just roam around my apartment community, go to my tennis court. No one would be hardly there, so it's only me, so I can just breathe around there and walk or run accordingly. So whatever that's like, whatever interests you, so make sure that you keep that thing for your end of day ritual. So when I say it's like ritual, the reason is, if you simply are like you have to go to a walk, then you're simply going to miss it. So ritual is something like that should actually excite you. So it's like, take an example like, uh, me and my wife likes a lot to go in the evening walks. uh, that's where we connect a lot actually. So and after my son was born, especially during the summers, although it's a COVID situation, we just walk around in the apartment parking lot where hardly any people would be there out, maintaining the social distancing. So we take him out on a stroller at least for 45 minutes to 1 hour every day in the evening. So we always look out for it. Even my son, when we at a 4 o'clock, and he says or he argues something, he simply say that we will go out today, we'll have a lot more fun, we'll see birds at 6 p.m. So that is something like, we actually look after it. So it's your choice of fun time. So select something which actually keeps you excited. So throughout the day you're awaiting it. Even if it's in a Netflix show, just go ahead and binge it for 1 hour. So, sorry, binging is like watching multiple episodes, but for me, I don't like watching more than 90 minutes. That's the max. My one episode or the two episode. That's the max. My limit of watching the series, because I want to distribute my day. So yeah, unless the day is really bad, then only I get into like binge watching. But yeah, but really that's not my cup of tea. Like yeah, I do watch, but only thing is that I don't keep it like entire evening ritual, 9 6 to 9, the same stuff, right? So to do that end of the day ritual. So summarize once again pretty quickly. So if you are being stressed, it is definitely not on you. It's the COVID-19 situation which is out there. So if you're a frontline worker, definitely it's a grand salute from my end. And but if you're not, maybe like you are a techie like me who is working from home, so it's not something much I can do because I'm not a doctor, or it's, all I can do is maintain safety and stay at home, maintain social distancing when I'm out, wash my hands. So based to that, so I just have to make sure that um, I follow at least certain guidelines throughout my day, so that I don't get stressed about uh, the COVID-19 situation, which is something definitely scientists around the world are working for us, and they are going to get get us a vaccine to help us entire world much sooner. So actually, this COVID situation definitely teaches us that, say, if any country is coming, any company is coming out of vaccine, it's I don't see it as a geographical that this is what my country or my state has done it. That is something is going to enable for entire world. Uh, the vaccine going to get distributed. So that means that we all are connected actually. So yeah, let's just help us each other. Just quickly summarize. Stop checking news. Do an engaging exercises. Experiment your day schedule. Definitely get a slow down. Take some breaks. Not some breaks. Definitely take breaks every 45 minutes to 1 hour in between throughout your day. Then have a schedule worrying time. If that is something you're stressed about, then have an end of day ritual. So yeah, that's for this week. And thanks everyone who has joined my very first podcast. So thank you. We'll meet you again. Thanks a lot.